Did you know Grammarly does way more than just fix your typos? In just a few clicks, it can improve clarity, adjust your tone, and it can help you write like a pro. So whether you're drafting emails, reports, or even social media posts, in this video, I will show you exactly how it works, and I will give you a sneak peek at what you will learn in my full Grammarly course over on the Pragmatic Works on-demand platform. I'm Allison Gonzalez. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, and if you want to write faster, clearer, and more confidently, Grammarly is one of the best tools out there, and it's powered by AI. So in this quick overview, I will walk you through how to set it up, show you the key features in action, and I will help you decide if it is the right tool for your writing style. So let's dive right on in. So we're going to go to Grammarly.com in your browser, and we're going to start off here. Now, if you have a login, if you've used Grammarly before, go ahead, log on in. If you have not, you can sign up and it's totally free. So you can just give me a little pause, hit that sign up button, get signed in, and then hit that unpause and we will keep moving on. Once you are signed into your account or signed up with a new account, it will direct you here into app.grammarly.com. And in here, we can see we have this side navigation where we have documents, version history, trash accounts, apps, more. We have that main page that we're on right now is our documents. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to come over here to apps. Now, apps allows you to install this in places where you're writing. So we can write both inside of Grammarly. More often though, you're writing in other programs. And so let's add Grammarly where you're already writing. And you can add that into Windows. It will detect whether you're on a Mac, and it'll update that to show whether you're on a Mac versus on a Windows device. And that allows you to install this on your desktop. You can also install this as a Chrome extension, and you can also get links to install it on your iPad or your iPhone as well, or if you are on Android. Now, once you've installed Grammarly in all of the places where you generally are writing, let's see what Grammarly looks like if we're writing here inside of the Grammarly interface. I'm going to come back up to Documents, and here in Documents, I'm going to go with a new document. Now, notice this. We now have a writing space, right? Similar to Word, Docs, right? Wherever you're normally writing at, we now have this in here. And I'm going to show you a few cool features that show up when you are writing inside of Grammarly that you don't always get when you are using the Grammarly extensions in the places you naturally write. So I'm going to type in some sample text, and I'm going to specifically say things incorrectly. So I'm going to get flagged for a lot of different errors. Here's a sentence with a few errors. Look at how Grammarly immediately highlights the grammar, the spelling, and the punctuation issues. Now, because I'm in this Grammarly interface, I have a whole side pane that shows all of these different things where I can see different highlight colors mean different things. So all of the reds indicate correctness versus we could see clarity, engagement, or even delivery. Now, first off, I can see I used the wrong there. It should be they are, which I can use the there or they are, and I can choose which one I would like, accept that, or dismiss it if I really am sure that I used the correct one, right? Or maybe you have a specific spelling for a name or a company term that's not the standard spelling, but that's what you use. I'm going to accept this change and notice that it automatically updated my text with that correction. I can also decide to replace the word to with just to. I can replace apples with just apples, and then I can replace there with there. Now notice in our sentence, we are saying they are, right, they're going to the store to get some apples, but forgot their wallets. Well, notice we have this improved text. We have one that says it's the wrong verb form. It's not. We're kind of missing a word here. And we can see that here in our writing improvement where it says they're going to store to buy, we could keep that, or, right, change it, some apples, comma, but they forgot their wallet. So it's really helping us improve our grammar, improve our sentence structure, not just work with our spelling. I'm going to go ahead and use this version right here. Now let's click around and look at our other options we have in here aside from just our spell check and grammar suggestions. Up at the top in the middle of the screen, I have goals. When I click on goals, I get to tailor my writing suggestions based on what I want to achieve and who is going to be reading this content. So for this document, I can say, all right, my audience is very general or they're an expert. So how complicated can we get? How specific with our details can we be? Formality, we can go informal all the way up to formal. Again, do we want to be really casual with it or very, very, very formal, right? Where do we want to go? We can see informal allows slang and more casual usage versus formal restricts that. Then we can see domain here is a pro feature. Now, a lot of Grammarly can be used completely for free, but you will see some additional features throughout where you do need to pay for that license to get that element. Depending on how much you're writing, it could 100% be worth it. Definitely try out the free version. And then if you're eyeballing those pro features, try it at least for a month to see if it is working for you. And then we have our intent. So what am I doing with this? Am I informing people of information, describing something, convincing them, telling a story? What do we want to do? By marking the intent, we will get better suggestions. Now, this currently is experimental and it helps you get those new suggestions. It's not going to affect our feedback today, but definitely start training up your little AI robot there so it gives you those better suggestions. Now, you can also decide to set the goals every time you start a new document, right? Because everything you're writing probably might not be going to the exact same audience. And each time you want to kind of cater those goals to the audience, the formality level, and the styles, right, that you want to go with for your document every time you come in. I'm going to go ahead and hit done on this for my goals. Now, also notice around here in our document editor, we can name our document up at the top. We have the ability to edit text styling at the bottom, add in links, numbers, bulleted list, clear out that formatting. And we also get a nice little description of our text. So 14 words, 77 characters, 3 seconds of reading time, 6 seconds speaking time. And because we don't have enough text in here, it's hard to give it that score of how good is this text because there's just not a lot there to grade off of. The more you write, you will then see that score up here so you can then kind of compete against yourself for getting the best overall score. Now over in our right side, right, we already reviewed our suggestions, our text is good, but we also have an option to write with generative AI. Now we can tell that generative AI to create things to improve text, generate ideas for a blog post, or more ideas. So we can use these AI features to write what we're needing. So we have this assistance as we're going through. Fantastic tool. Try this one out, right? If you want to tell a story, brainstorm topics for an assignment, generate ideas for a blog post, you have this helper built into Grammarly to do that. Now, there is another feature I do want to point out, and that is check for AI text and plagiarism. This one is a premium feature that you can try it for free that first time, but is a really good one. And again, if you're going to be utilizing that, maybe you're writing school papers, you would want to get that premium license to be able to check that right here inside of Grammarly. We looked at how we were able to use the built-in text editor and all those extra bonus features inside of Grammarly itself. Well, remember at the beginning of this, I had you install Grammarly in all the places that you would use it. Well, I'm going to take a look right here in a Word document where I'm normally going to write at. And let me paste in that same exact text that I used inside of Grammarly. And when I do that, give it a second, and there we go. Because I have this installed, I am now getting these Grammarly alerts right here inside of Word, where I'm normally writing. And the great thing is this works in all of the places. If you watched any of my videos over on our on-demand platform, you've probably seen that little green icon floating around, which I now have it right here at the bottom of my screen. You'll see this little helper popping up to show you, and this is Grammarly, where I can see here are the 4 suggestions for my text. And I can see that correctness, clarity, engagement, and delivery, where I can hover now over the text, or I can use the suggestions in here, again, to accept them, change the ones that I don't like in here. They're going to the store to get some apples, but forgot their wallets. Now notice here, we get some additional suggestions. That is Get Pro. If you're like me, you're a little bit competitive, I'll always try to change mine and see if I can beat essentially the Pro suggestion, figure out what it is. The more that you are using Grammarly, the more that these things will help you. I've used Grammarly for probably over a decade now, and it is incredibly helpful to teach you different things that, hey, you might have not taken an English class in a long while, and you might have forgotten the best comma usage. This will definitely help you out. The more that you're using it, the more you're looking at these suggestions and making it a part of your regular writing that you're doing. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. In the full class I have on our on-demand, I walk through everything from real-time editing and tone adjustment to integrating Grammarly and all of the other tools like Google Docs and Word. You can watch the full 30-minute course over on our Pragmatic Works on-demand platform. So whether you're writing emails at work, you're working on some school papers, writing social media posts, this course can help you write better, faster. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our Pragmatic Works channel for more quick productivity tutorials. And let me know in the comments, what type of writing do you do most? Are you writing work emails, school assignments, social media? I'll be watching and responding to those comments, so let me know if you have any questions about Grammarly or anything else that we chatted about today.